Well, I guess the queen returned to her old stomping grounds.
Oh, I bet.
And I say stomping.
I
mean it literally.
Yeah.
I mean it literally.
Yeah, that's sad.
Emily made her grand return to OB over the weekend.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
So, was it the annual troll beating convention?
There isn't a troll beating
What do you guys
convention.
do?
But what's crazy is
exciting.
the OB Pier is closed right now.
Yeah.
So all the trolls have nowhere to go. So it's like open season.
Oh, that's bad.
It's like open season. It's like what's that place? I forgot. It's a country or something where there's like so many rats that they had to send like snakes in.
Oh, Pied Piper?
Yeah, so like
Yeah, Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland. So is that what happened? The OB Pier got shut down. Trolls took over. So the whole gang had to get back together to beat them.
Clean them up.
Clean them up.
That's not what
Here we
happened.
go.
And Emily's out there like, she's like the chick from the Hunger Games.
Excuse me?
She's just calling them out there.
Just give them
Wow.
the thumbs down,
thumbs down.
everybody. Let's finish them.
Yeah, I have
I don't do
children. I hope they watch.
I don't do that.
Wow,
That's not what
Emily.
happened.
No?
I was never involved directly in the troll beating. I just heard about it.
And again, for those of you tuning in for the
Yeah,
first
first
time,
time.
a troll is what?
A troll is like not homeless necessarily, but it's like what's everywhere right now down in OB. All the hippies that have like 12 of them living in a van that are all on drugs and using drugs out
So
in
they,
public.
alone.
so they deserve it, right?
Listen to did you
They
hear
deserve
the
it.
tone of her voice change?
The hippie.
Yeah.
The hippies who like are on drugs, live in a van.
They all look like Sky.
Yeah.
What are you,
Yeah.
like a dad in the 50s? Those
Yeah.
hippies.
Yeah.
Smoking grass.
Stay away from those hippies.
They deserve to get their ass kicked.
Yeah.
So
If they can't walk, it's even
if
better.
the troll, if you guys saw a troll
Yeah, you saw
back
him.
in the day, you guys would beat the shit out of him.
Not me. The guy, a certain group of guys.
That you hung out
There
with.
was only a handful of them.
All of your best friends.
They weren't
Yeah.
all. They weren't all of my best friends, but they were in like.
Did you get like an
a crew that I
alert
was
on your
part of.
beeper, like troll en route,
911.
911, 911? And you knew you could see some blood.
They would call it. We're gonna go clean up the seawall.
But the guy's just trying
Like
to
at
learn
night. Like I
how
wouldn't
to,
be a part of it. I'd literally
Sure,
be somewhere
sure.
else. But they would
Let's
tell
play
me.
bongos. Leave him
Yeah.
alone.
He's just trying to juggle
Yeah.
fire sticks.
Yeah,
Like, what's he
jeez.
do to you?
Cleaning it up.
And like
up the wall.
more they got beat, the harder you laughed, right?
Get out of our hood.
Yeah. I'm really from
Emily.
Point Loma, but
Yeah.
fuck you.
It's the same
Wow.
No, it's not the same
When
thing.
you
don't know
let me
what
ask-
you're talking
Let me ask you a
We
question.
don't know.
No, you
I
don't.
I've been here almost my whole
I know,
life.
but
I
it's-
know there's a difference.
anybody. There's only one high school that everybody went to, whether you lived in Point Loma or in OB, and a
Loma.
lot of people actually live even on the
The
cusp
people
of it.
who are from Point Loma are massively different from people who are
That's
from
why I know. But so I grew up in both areas. Like I had houses in high school in OB.
Whoa.
Were you right on the
Whoa.
border and just would jump
A couple
back and forth?
one of my years of high school, I was right on the
You're
top,
like
tippy
Eminem
top,
in 8 Mile.
like on this tippy top hill where literally you're in the middle between. You see on one side Point Loma, you see on the other OB.
So you
Like,
see one
everybody
side
was-
a great
and
great neighborhood, and on the other side you see people getting the shit kicked out of them for sitting.
Ooh, for being hippies.
So everybody was kind of like has that mentality. If they're from that part
Everybody.
of San Diego, yes.
You're
Everybody.
the
And
only
there's
person I've
also-
ever met that said that.
Wait, what?
And that said like OB and Point Loma.
You
are
have a
the
lot
same.
of people that were born and raised in Point Loma.
I know a lot
went
of
to
people.
Point Loma High School. And
I know
stuff.
a lot of people that were raised
Oh,
in
really?
San Diego.
Oh, I didn't know that. But anyway,
Did your address say Point Loma OB with like a slash?
just says San Diego.
It doesn't say Point Loma OB?
No slash?
No slash.
I'm not
Don't-
going to do this right
She
now.
doesn't
If
like
You don't
this.
know what you're talking
She doesn't
about.
If
like
you
this.
had to get one of those...
I live in South Park, North Park.
If you had to get one of those neighborhoods
different.
tattooed on your body, do you rep Point Loma or do you rep OB?
Oh, here we go.
I would write PLOB if I was going to tattoo
This
it
is
on me.
again the La Mesa Lemon Grove situation.
So different.
It's the same.
Oh my god!
I don't know how kids that grew up in one side or the other in Lemon Grove or La Mesa
It's the same.
define themselves.
It's the same.
It's
I don't know.
It's the same.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
It's the same.
I have no clue. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you.
It's the same.
Except for you don't
Okay.
beat up the hippies, you beat up meth heads.
Yeah,
It's a little
That's
different.
probably
A little
true.
different. A little
Quite
That's
different.
different.
probably
Yeah,
true,
yeah, yeah.
Sky.
So what was going on this weekend?
So this weekend, it was one of my friends who was a really good friend in high school. It was her 40th birthday. Now, this was one of the, this girl is part of a group of girlfriends, and we don't keep in touch all the time. But like whenever we see each other, it's awesome, and it's like nothing's changed because not much has changed for some of these people.
I mean, really?
Oh,
But, yeah.
still
It's been like
living that
20
life?
years.
I mean, well, here's how in this instance not much has changed.
Oh.
My girlfriend, who it was her 40th birthday, She's married to the guy that she was with from sophomore year all throughout high school and in college and everything else.
Dang.
The same guy.
Okay.
Who was part of our friend group too. And I know him and I know all of his friends and we're all, he's not a troll beater.
Oh, okay.
So this is a group that knows
This
the troll beaters.
This is the Point Loma group?
The Point Loma OB group.
Got you there.
She's not gonna let it
Point
go.
Loma OB group. Oh, no, absolutely not.
Okay.
And so this group of friends has known everybody for so long. And it turns out that my friend whose birthday it was ended up living in this house. And it was the house that we partied at. It was the party house, like from 18 years old until like 23. Like this is the house that her husband, who was her boyfriend at the time, lived in with like 4 dudes. And it was the place that people would have keg
And they
parties.
bought it?
This kid's mom owned the house.
Oh.
And so they ended up buying it though for themselves.
Typical. So it sounds like a more Point Loma
Yeah.
thing. Mommy buys me
Sure.
something, and we live with because we don't have enough mom. So
For
mommy.
sure.
But can you guys think back to the houses you partied in when you were like
I wouldn't want
6?
to ever live
Could
there.
you? I could never.
Well, it was just the
live in
houses
one
of my
those.
friends'
Well,
parents.
we would just,
But
you
the
know, if there was,
memories,
we would trash it
You would
too.
trash it.
Yeah.
The
A
crazy
lot of upper
crap
deckers.
that happened.
This house used to be disgusting, but it is a 3-story house right on the beach in Dog Beach.
Oh wow,
Like
that's
it's
nice.
it has potential, but what we did to it back in the day with
Right.
4 dudes living there, it was gross to
Yeah.
think back
all the
and look
troll
back
blood
at.
everywhere.
So much troll blood.
There's no troll blood
Did
there.
they have like
There's
a
no
jar
troll
of
blood
it?
there.
They would handcuff them to the radiator and not feed them for days.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
kind of like a
was really-
hostel type
it was really
Excuse me?
fucked up.
Okay.
It was really
Excuse me?
fucked up.
All right.
How would you do that?
Didn't know that.
None of that happened. We didn't chain anybody to a radiator.
Okay.
Why? Because you don't have radiators in the
No,
house?
you-
or-
Sky?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sky, it was OB, not Point Loma.
Oh, okay. Change to the
Stupid.
AC. Okay, my
Fucking
bad.
idiot.
And so that's where this party was, which is wild in itself,
house.
like you're saying. Like to
So you're
go back to that
returning.
house.
You're returning to the old party house.
Wow.
Returning to the old party house.
Oh, that's
now,
weird.
since then, my friend and her husband have had 2 kids. They redid the house on the inside, got rid of the holes probably, in the wall
That
from
you
wild
punched?
parties, possibly, may or may not have. So it's been cleaned up, but it was still the same vibe when you went in there. It was the same house. And she was throwing an old school party. Like she had a keg and a DJ.
Old. Have emphasis on old.
Just the way we used to, which is
Wow.
kind of fucking weird. Because you don't go to many adult parties that have a DJ spinning and then a keg.
Yeah, for a 40th
Stuff like that for a 40th.
birthday. Yeah.
So I was really excited for this because I
Oh.
knew a lot of my friends who I hadn't seen in forever are going to be there. Like, this is so fun,
That'd
right?
be weird for Robert, right?
Well, Robert didn't want to go.
What?
Robert was
This
not.
surprises me.
Robert,
What do you mean?
Robert
Yeah, this
didn't
is like
want to
right
go.
up his alley.
I thought so too.
Hanging out with Griffies
He
and
got a
all of her
fire.
They
friends.
can play Rancid, right, Griffies?
Yeah, jump a skateboard.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, he was a skateboarder, right? He wasn't a troll beater, right?
No.
No. Well, Robert's not from around here. I don't know what he did wherever he's from, but
fuck that
but
guy.
he
Yeah.
didn't do
Yeah, that pussy wouldn't touch
Did you
troll.
get that tone too?
Yes, definitely.
Like, what the hell? This is the
Yeah.
love of your life.
We used to spit in trolls' faces, and
I don't
Robert
know
would say,
what-
"Hey, please stop."
I don't know what the fuck that guy was up to. Fuck him. He's not part of the crew.
Yeah, I got no respect for him anyway.
Actually, I
wasn't
didn't
part
even
of my
invite him.
crew.
I didn't even invite him.
He didn't even
Wow.
look at me.
Oh my god.
He was sleeping outside like usual.
You went to a party without Robert?
Yeah. He knew that there was going to be about 20 plus people, all from high school.
And they
It was
all
honestly
really know you. So
a
he's
high
like,
school-
fuck
okay.
that.
Yeah, but wouldn't
It
you
was a
bring
high
him?
school reunion, basically.
Wouldn't you bring him to your high school reunion?
Absolutely. And I asked him a couple different
so
times
confused
if
by
he wanted to
this.
go. Robert's taking a little bit of a break from drinking right now, so that probably
Dry January?
No, he won't call it that. He's
Damp?
just not drinking right
Damp
now.
January, like
What?
that's what-
No, he hasn't had anything to drink since like January.
So dry January.
Yeah, but yes, but
Fuck you, he's doing dry January.
he says he's not gonna just like start drinking. He doesn't know when he's gonna have a drink again. He's just trying to see how his head feels.
Clear
That's
it
what
out.
he's doing.
Okay.
Okay. See how his head
Well,
feels.
he's older.
So I think
Yeah.
A glass of wine's okay.
I think
He is
Helps
older.
the heart.
For the heart,
It helps
yeah.
the heart.
Oh, like when you're older, you have a little glass of red
Exactly.
wine for your heart.
Yeah,
Maybe
that'd be good
rosé.
for him.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, he's
Little-
only 54.
Little baby
Can you
aspirin
not?
right there.
Yeah. Emily crushes it up and puts it in his wine.
I don't crush up a little baby aspirin and put it in Robin's wine.
Meanwhile, Emily's looking for old track marks to go at this party.
Right.
Yeah.
Where were they at? I forget.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have track marks. I've never done a heroin.
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're getting
come on,
a little
yeah,
wild.
Sorry.
No,
A little wild. Just a little.
Just a little.
They forced the trolls to do heroin in front of him.
Yeah,
Test it
oh,
out
yeah.
first.
Yeah.
That never happened. So I think he just was.
So he's out.
It was rainy. I don't know. He's just
So
over it.
did you
So
take
he's-
Reed?
Raid.
So no, I didn't take Reed. So this,
He waited in the car for me.
Oh, that's smart. Well, you always need a driver.
Yeah.
That's smart.
100%.
Reed did not drive me home.
Oh.
Robert dropped me off.
Oh.
He dropped you off?
Yeah. It was raining and I didn't.
This is so
He
weird.
offered.
I
That's
don't
quite a
understand this.
drive from La Mesa to OB.
Well, Lemon Grove.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
okay.
yeah, it's all the way to OB.
Yeah.
And then he didn't even go to the party. That's fucking wild.
No, he was
didn't care.
nice. He
He
just
didn't care.
offered.
No,
He
he
just said,
didn't care.
I'll give you a ride, babe. And I said, okay, thank
Oh,
you.
what a
what a
nice man.
sweetie.
It was very nice of
Oh,
him.
what a sweet.
When he said, "Hey, what time are you going to be back?" Did you say, "Don't worry about it, pussy"? Slam the door.
I didn't do that.
Wow.
I didn't do that.
That's aggressive.
I didn't say don't worry about pussy.
Ah.
And he never asked me what time I was going to be home.
Oh, he knows.
I didn't have a curfew. Okay,
Okay.
this time around.
I'll ask
good.
Haley though.
Last time I was.
I'll ask when Haley goes out like after work, like she'll go out with friends to like PB or downtown sometimes, and I go, "What time do you think you're gonna be back?" Not like you need to be back by this time and wear a turtleneck. It's more about just give me like a
Ballpark it.
ballpark so I know what's going on. You know,
Not worried.
he doesn't need to know.
No, I think I told him like leading up to it, like I don't know what to expect. I could be home in an hour and
Depends
then
if
be
I
like,
hook up or not.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
see you later,
It's
bro.
I was not gonna hook up with somebody else at the
High
party.
school party. That's
Okay.
what you do.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
There was that one room.
Oh, what's
Okay.
up?
Smush
Fucking
room.
dying.
I didn't hook up.
I think that's Jersey Shore.
It must
Did you
be
say
true.
you really said "see you later, bro"?
And then he slammed
I
the
didn't
door.
say I didn't
She
say
slammed the
see
door.
you later, bro. I gave him a kiss and told him thank you very much for
Oh,
riding me.
man, what a beautiful
That's
relationship.
actually thank you very much.
I love it.
Thank you.
Okay.
See you later, bro.
I didn't say that.
And then you mumble. They were all like, "Emily, who drove you? Some pussy."
I didn't say that. That's not what
My
happened.
Uber driver sold.
Yeah, throw an egg at the car as he drives away.
I did not refer to Robert as my Uber driver. Okay.
I'm
So
dying.
how did the party go? Was it cool?
The party was an absolute blast, and it was really, really awesome to see all these people I haven't seen in a while, right?
So much Pennywise. It was great.
No, it was actually hip hop being spun.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
There you
90s?
go.
Snoop, Dre.
Actually, like new hip hop
Oh, come on.
and like house music and stuff, which
Oh.
I was like,
What was the boo? The DJ?
like honestly, it sounded like that. 'Cause I was bummed. I wanted some like Biggie and shit
Yeah.
that I could
Hell
dance
yeah,
to,
man.
but it wasn't happening. But I was downstairs and I was talking. So what I found out is a handful of the girls and guys have changed and got their shit together and have jobs and like kids, which is what you're supposed to do.
Right.
And then there
grow
was a
up.
couple.
What's that like, Emily?
There was a shut up. There was a couple that I could maybe see back in the day that they might be like this still, and they hadn't changed at all. Just still,
Living life,
the
man.
beach and
Yeah,
fucking
sick.
living that life.
Still
and
looking for
all
them
this
trolls,
stuff.
man.
Beating trolls.
Had a
Cleaning
job
up
last
the
week.
seawall. Yeah.
And so I really found this out when I was sitting downstairs right by the keg in a group of people, and we were talking,
Sick.
and it was probably
How
about
many cake stands you do?
none, but we kept joking. That was a joke. That was the joke of the night. Oh, do keg
Yeah,
stand.
do it.
Nobody did it.
I'll break my hip.
And I'm sitting in a group with like probably 4 or 5 girls and then a couple dudes, and we're all just like talking and laughing. And that's when this one girl makes a comment that came out of nowhere.
Friend of yours?
A friend of mine, not my best friend out of all those girls, probably my least one, but still, we were all in the same group and stuff
Right.
like that. And I don't know if you guys remember what we talked about last week, I think on the podcast, about how we were going to do a TV show, Sky,
Oh,
and
yeah.
how I
you
had.
insulted my outfit. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember
That
that.
did happen.
We
That
do
did happen.
remember
That
talking
did
about that.
happen.
Didn't mean
yeah,
it
yeah.
necessarily.
You asked me if I was going to change. So
Well, I didn't want you
yeah.
to wear that big sweater, but that's okay.
All right. Neither here nor there. She
did.
Okay.
That's when we discussed what we were wearing and our appearance.
Yes.
And
we did.
it was brought up that I had a friend visiting with me on my chin.
Yeah.
Ooh,
A,
yeah,
a
that was
giant friend visiting.
unfortunate.
Right before
visit.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah, it's not
Really
not good
bad.
timing for a massive zit.
No.
Well, that was on Wednesday.
Yeah.
It
Party was
did-
when? Saturday?
Saturday night.
Oh, it's got to be gone by then, right?
You would think,
Oh.
because I know my zip patterns, and I thought there's no way. Because I was thinking about it. Oh shit.
Your zit patterns?
I was thinking, oh shit. Please, just at least if you're already fucking me for the TV show, at least just be gone by Friday night.
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
Seeing
it's,
a bunch
it's
of high
done.
school people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want that on my
Nothing's,
face.
nothing's changed from high school.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh,
That's what-
still acting.
Exactly.
Ooh, ouch.
Sky.
Well, I'm just saying.
And it didn't clear up.
Oh.
It was still there. It kept getting worse, and so
That
picking at it?
sucks.
I don't ever pick at them because I'm very particular about it, but it wouldn't go
sorry.
away. Okay, it wouldn't go away. It kept scabbing up. It was disgusting.
God.
But I know that's there. Anybody that's looking at you knows that's there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting there, and we're talking.
No.
blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, I'm having such a good time.
Oh, so
you know what I
fun.
mean?
Yeah.
And that's when this chick she goes, hey, what's that food on your face? She goes, look at that thing.
Oh.
In front of everybody.
Oh.
That's brutal.
And I was like,
Oh my God. I don't even know what
automatically
to say.
got sick to my stomach.
Did you punch her like back in the day?
embarrassed.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Skateboard to the dome.
Hell yeah, bro.
Pressure, beat the shit out of this chick.
Tired of the radiator.
Wait, what?
Oh, wait.
And I couldn't believe that here we are, 25
High
years
school
later.
all over again.
25 years later.
Yeah.
And I'm getting mean girled
Yeah.
about a fucking zit on my face.
Yeah, that's what
This
happens.
is insane.
Same crew. You fall right
fucking
back into
worse.
patterns, man.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Yep.
Fuck. That
What
girl's
was-
got no job, though. I know that. She's off my list.
Whoa. Dude.
Oh, it's high school all over again.